Welcome to my YouTube channel, Inspired by Martine. It is great to see everyone out there once again. I am excited about today's topic, change. As you all know, change is inevitable, so let's get to it. The reason why I wanted to talk about change is I was reading about the wood frog. What an amazing species this is. It learns to adapt to different environments. One of the things that this frog is capable of doing is that during the winter months, it freezes itself over. During this process, its heart stops pumping, it stops breathing, it releases a special type of antifreeze to make it survive during this time. And I started seeing that this frog has the capability of doing this amazing thing. Most species learn to adapt to their environment. Out of all the species, humans tend to have the most difficult time with change. I once heard it said that people would rather be unhappy than uncertain. What an amazing thought that is. There's people that go to work their entire lives doing something they completely hate because they are so afraid of change. And what I have to say is that some change will be difficult, but for the most part, most change will be incredible. It'll help you adapt for the next step of your life. The uncertainty is where a lot of us struggle. There's nothing wrong with uncertainty. It helps you develop. I want you to think of that wood frog. It has adapted to its environment. How many things in your life have you gone through that you know it has developed you and made you much stronger because you went through that change? If you would have never gone through that change, you would have not known how to handle it the next time around. So one thing that I want to remind you is that change is good. Change will help you evolve and develop. Change is going to teach you a lesson. And you're going to want to learn that lesson. I can remember as a younger man, I had this vision in my head that by the age of 33, I will be driving a Mercedes-Benz. That was like my thing, right? And I got to that point where I hit 33, and as an idiot, because I do not know much about finance, I'm in this place where I'm so focused on driving this type of car that I put $10,000 down on a car for a dumbass lease. How stupid is that? If I can go back today and invest that money differently, oh boy, how I would. But that was a lesson that I learned during that time. If I would have not gone through that lesson, I would have not known financially how to become a better steward of my money, which it taught me that, and I'm grateful for that. Was it a silly thing? Absolutely. But it was a valuable lesson that I learned. The greatest thing about change is that it improves things for the most part. We can look at life in the creativity of man and what man has created and how things have improved. If we look at today at a cell phone, it's a miniature computer. How it's evolved. At one time computers were gigantic. They took a whole entire room. If you look at the vehicle, people used to ride horses. Today we ride a vehicle. If you look at planes, people used to transport in boats. So it becomes much more efficient. So change isn't always a bad thing. It improves things. And it should do the same to you. You should be improving yourself through change. As you see change happening, it should be changing you. We are in an incredible time where we're seeing change take place. As the movement Black Lives Matter, people are starting to see injustice. It's always been that way, but people are finally starting to rise up and saying, we're fed up. And it's not just America, it's around the world. So this movement is incredible. I was watching America's Got Talent the other night, and there was an older gentleman on there, African American. And he talked about how he was in prison for 30 something years for a crime he didn't commit. Man, that is 30 some years of this man's life. And I mean, you hear these stories over and over again. But if it wasn't for DNA, this guy would probably still be locked up. So change is good. Embrace it. I really hope you enjoyed today's topic on change and that it really moves something in you. And if it did, share it with a friend, share it with a family member. And remember, true change starts with you.